We've gathered here today not to immerse ourselves in the everyday distractions to which we so desperately cling to, but rather to pierce the veil which seeks to suppress the senses. To discuss a criminal too big to fail, he needn't hide in the shadows to conceal his identity, to conceal his agenda, nor to be fearful of resistance from those too unwilling to see beyond the mirage that is their hopeful delusions. There is only one such enemy, an enemy which shackles children, which turns its cheek to the enslaved and profits off the perpetual destruction of the cultures and the nations to which they belong. The enemy is your owner, your master. It is the capitalist. The capitalist needn't fret for his dollar, and thus for the well-being of those who produced it. He should find it more agreeable to sit upon his cloud while we, the groundlings, shed our own blood, sweat, and tears so that we too might one day have the privilege to approach those clouds and perhaps, though one can only hope, to sit on them. Yet why should he worry? Is not the world with all its peaks and valleys and depths and heights a level playing field? Is not a Chinese girl born into poverty as likely to become a multi-billionaire as the descendants of the world's Rockefellers? Of course not. She should find her own dreams discarded so that she may focus on devoting her entire life to the fulfillment of another's. And look at our world now. What have we left but the ceaseless bloodshed, famine, and swathing masses of desensitized populations so dazzled and intrigued by the gadgets in their pockets that they care not whether it was Bill Gates himself or a starving African mother of 10 who created it for them? We've been made by the hand of the capitalists to believe that there exist two worlds. We, the developed and civilized, and the rest. The uncultured and impoverished who trifle over petty wars and rally behind psychotic dictators whose well-being they so readily sacrifice their own lives to preserve. Yet it is by the hand of the capitalists that regimes such as Al-Qaeda, the Mujahideen, and ISIS are all able to indulge in the spoils of our labor and to pursue agendas as equally sinister as those of corporations such as Coca-Cola, which has supported and funded the enslavement of children, and Nestle, which has employed thousands of child laborers to work on their cocoa farms in Africa. Though we often fail to realize it, it is because of we the people that the capitalist is able to quench his relentless thirst for power. It is we the people who have so selflessly devoted so much to receive so little. It is we the people who have suffered through the trials and tribulations brought down upon us by the banks and corporations too big to fail. It is we the people who believe that all men are created equal, and that it is our right to live, that it is our right to pursue happiness, and that it is our right to abolish the government should it refrain from the preservation of such truths. The time to act is now. Go forth and put an end to the tyrannical oligarchy to which our nation has been reduced. Down with the capitalists.